Look, if you've ever had an uneasy, gut-wrenching feeling about your partner while you're in a relationship with them, I would say that you understand what nuance is at a basic level. So that's your intuition telling you that something does not quite fit the picture here. Something is wrong with this image. Your brain is a pattern recognition system, and whenever you can see something is just a little bit off, that's when you can just tell. You can tell. That's what your intuition is telling you. So, for example, if your girlfriend is looking at her phone and just like laughing out of nowhere, you've matched that pattern to her, being flirted with or something. I've felt this feeling in the past, and I've seen many worse situations. I've been literally been sitting across from an ex girlfriend. Probably, I'm pretty sure she was like Snapchatting her titties or something to whoever she was cheating on me with. And now I know those things, but in those situations, it's very difficult to tell. So, because you're also thinking, am I being paranoid? Do I want to ruin the trust in this relationship based off of my paranoia? I mean, there are also many times where we think things are just small details, but they are actually not. So, for example, I thought that this girl also it's been so many years. It's hard for me to remember right now, but I remember, I think within the first week of us dating, she like went hang out with her ex-boyfriend and got completely shit-faced and like taken some kind of drugs and stuff. Was just completely destroyed. And I didn't see her till the next day, and I'm pretty sure something happened. But that's a huge red flag I should have noticed in the first week of dating somebody. But because I was just enamored, I swept this under the rug as just like a small detail and attributed my feelings about it to paranoia. But I've heard that intuition is something that basically it's the accumulation of millions of years of evolution, and basically these memories in your DNA. I'm not sure how true this is, but it kind of feels true with me, because there are a lot of things that I feel like I just intuit, and I end up working things out through intuition. And a lot of times my intuition is correct. And I think it goes hand in hand with nuance, because a lot of times you should trust your gut. And a coping mechanism that I found, because sometimes your gut can be wrong, is that you can speak these things out loud. Speak your gut feeling out loud, those thoughts out loud. And this is another reason articulation is so important. Even whenever you're just talking to yourself, being able to express the thoughts and emotions that you're feeling at any given time is so valuable. So, for example, right, a different situation that I've had in the past. But let's go with the example earlier. If your girlfriend is just sitting there, texting somebody, and she starts giggling and smiling, nothing has nothing to do with you. Is this a red flag? Should you be paranoid? Should you, I don't know, panic or something? Just calm down, take a deep breath, and then say it out loud. My girlfriend is text messaging and giggling and laughing. Does that sound so bad? No, that doesn't sound terrible at all. But let's go with a different example. So, this is another story from my past. My ex used to work. One of my exes used to work super late, and there were times whenever you just sleep over at, like, accidentally fall asleep at a male coworker's house or apartment, whatever. And I swept it under the rug. I'm like, I just rationalize these things. You need to know your worth, first of all. Uh, whoever I'm talking to right now, you need to know your worth. If you don't feel comfortable with the situation, no, you you have every right to leave, and you should. Um, you should not live in a world where you're being gaslit. So in that situation, I gaslit myself into thinking, that this is totally normal. And I mean, hopefully you learn from my past chumpness, whatever, and can do better in your life. But that at that point, that's not even a nuance. Like if I spoke that out loud to you, that sounds fucking crazy, right? So yeah, these the, the understanding of your intuition and how it goes with how it goes hand in hand with nuance is really really important in, I think, maintaining a sane relationship. Especially there. I mean, there are a lot of things that nuance is also it also incorporates like body language, I would say. So body language is not something that's explicitly like something that's shouted out to you. You just have to notice these things. It's a very nuanced concept. Like, for example, I totally messed up. I think I messed up my first date with my wife. We've been married, I think almost, like, actually over 7 years now. And on our first date, I just straight up asked her to kiss me. Oh, well, no, asked her if I could kiss her. So she's made fun of me for that uh, for years. But that's just a part of me not trusting my intuition anymore. And I've been able to grow to trust my intuition more and more as I've been in like a safe relationship and regaining self-esteem over the years. But that's something normally you should be able to intuit and see the nuances in her body language or his body language that will let you know that some physical activity is okay. All right, so I think I expressed what I wanted to express today. I'm really trying to dig deep to see if there's anything else I want to speak about. This thread is kind of running dry now. So, just bringing it back, if you're watching this series for the first time, this is the second word in the series of Words and Wisdom. I really want to end up being a good input into your life, especially vocabulary-wise. I really think anyone and everyone should be articulate and be able to express their thoughts and feelings whenever they want to. And not only is it a high-value skill where you can use it to basically sell someone on anything, you should I think it makes you much happier whenever you can express yourself the way you want to. And I might sound repetitive, but that's part of the process here. We need to constantly express ourselves in a way that aligns with our values, like often. So I used to use the filler. I've been using the filler word a lot today. Like, it's really late tonight. I just watched the Jake Paul and Logan, and I mean Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight, and it's pretty late, but I figured I would keep my promise to myself of making a video every day in order to build credibility with myself. So that's another thing here. We want to be able to build credibility with ourselves. That's a hugely important concept. And to become articulate, you need to be consistent and practice expressing yourself. Because the voices, I mean, I might sound crazy, but the voices in your mind, they're not going to express themselves out loud by themselves. You have to be able to pick and choose which one you want to let out at any given time. And I believe it's a muscle like anything else. Maybe one day we'll figure out what part of the brain does this, and there's probably studies out there. I have not looked into it that deeply. I just know that I've been doing this for almost a month now, and I can speak halfway coherently for much longer than I could before. For example, I'm looking at the camera right now, and there's a timer, and it's sitting at like 10 minutes right now. I've been able to speak halfway coherently for 10 minutes, And before this, I would like if you look at my previous YouTube videos, I'm literally speaking for maybe 5 seconds at a time, and I still have to do cut after cut after cut. I don't want to make those cuts anymore. That's a waste of my time, a waste of your time, because I'm the people that are cutting the videos hyper fast, just giving you constant drip of dopamine. They're basically lying to you. How I don't understand how anyone can trust a content creator that is just constantly cutting in and out. And how do you trust someone that can't speak their mind coherently? That's not a genuine person. If you're genuinely speaking what you're thinking and things that are like true to you, why would you have such trouble saying those things? I mean, part of it is that they lack articulation, and I think that also signals that that person is not credible. Basically, they haven't done enough of the work to earn my trust. So, I mean, one person I've been actually listening to a lot is Penguin Zero. I think his name is Charlie. He speaks very well, and he speaks very articulately, and he doesn't do a lot of cuts. It's very relaxing to hear, and also like it's easy to trust someone whenever they can speak like that, and he can only do that because he's been doing it for years and years. I guess he used to stream before. He probably still does stream, but I really admire that kind of um, tenacity, I guess. And hopefully one day I can get to that point as well, and I'm hoping that I can help you as well reach that point, or if not that level of articulacy, influence you in a positive way, so that your language, whenever you speak to your coworkers or your family, comes across as maybe more genuine and more powerful as well. So, all right, this light is really blinding me now. I normally don't go on for this long. I mean, I'm aiming to maybe hit 30 minutes, an hour of being able to speak my mind. And yeah, I think this is a great milestone today. So I'll see you next time.